Hello, welcome to the Active Leeds first podcast of the year, and I'm out at Garforth Leisure Centre today, and this leisure centre has just had a major gym refurbishment with all the latest techno gym equipment. I will be going inside and showing you all this equipment and also talking to Simon Atkinson, who is the health and fitness coordinator for Active Leeds, and we'll be talking about the Move More campaign in March and also the benefits of fitness. So let's go take a look. Hello and welcome to our first podcast of the year, and I'm out at sunny Garforth today. The weather has been quite nice, very blistery outside, but I'm here today with Simon Atkinson, who is the health and fitness coordinator of the Leeds service. So we are just going to talk about some certain aspects and fitness and the health benefit behind fitness, and also talk about the Move More campaign. So Simon, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, it's great to be here.
Brilliant, Simon. So we're going to talk about a little bit about the known barriers for people and the reasons why they don't want to come to our facility to work out. Just explain a little bit more about some of the barriers.
Well, a lot of barriers basically are perceived barriers and they don't actually exist. I know that sounds a little bit harsh, but one of the main things that I come across, and we come across obviously as fitness professionals, is an expectation almost that customers feel they're going to be judged, you know, in some sort of way, either by a member of staff or other customers within, say, a gym or a fitness class and things like that. And what we always tend to find is once the customer's taken that really big step, especially a new trainer's taken that really big step to come in, and we do appreciate it is a massive step, but once they're here, they realise other customers are just really interested in what they're doing rather than looking at somebody else and being judgmental. You know, our staff are actually here to help, and they're not going to judge you on how you live your lifestyle or how you know if you haven't previously trained formally before. Because one of the barriers is, you know, a lot of people, the first formal training experience is probably PE at school, and as we all well know, sometimes that's not a very good experience, and it's just not like that. It's much more on your terms, that sort of thing. Your physical condition, you feel as well that you've already got to be fit before you come into a fitness class or before you come into the gym or even take a swim, but that's absolutely not the case. You know, we have professional staff who can work around that and will set your workload around what what you can physically cope with. We're not setting anybody up to fail, so it's probably the main thing is once somebody's come in, it's that, and it's taking away that perception.
Yeah, and you speak a lot about staff, and one of the fears that I hear within this industry is, you know, I don't want to walk in there and not know what I'm doing. We have a member journey, as you clearly mentioned, and our member journey looks after you from day one, as soon as you walk into the building, all the way through and setting goals for yourself. So with some of the benefits as well, we kind of want to introduce with some of the incentives that we offer is working out with a friend or family. Can you tell us a little bit about the benefits working out with either a sibling or a loved one or even just a friend?
Yeah, I mean, peer support's a big part of fitness. It's a big part of somebody doing any activity and building confidence, and a big part of the journey is building confidence. I mean, you rightly said about goal setting, and sometimes again there's a misconception that we're going to set you a goal that's massive and it's going to be really difficult, but it's not. It's a step-by-step process, and part of that process is just building confidence. It's not sets and reps all the time. It's just getting somebody to come in to the facility. And as you say, one of the best ways for somebody to feel supported as well is to come in with somebody they know. And that can be really helpful for them. And it's also making that commitment to somebody else as well, where you may feel like, you know what, I don't fancy doing it today, but I know somebody else is relying on me to go with them and to meet them there and go and do that. So that can be really helpful as well. And just like you say, you're finding your way around the gym, the staff are there to help you, but also if you're training with a partner, again, somebody you know really well, it can be so helpful when we're doing swapping sets between us and things like that. Like if we were training together, you're resting, I'm training, that sort of thing. And it's just that sort of collective, it just feels good to do things with other people and that sort of collective positiveness, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And we've both spoken about goal setting, and we've got some great tools to assist you with the goal settings. And we explain this through the membership journey. We have an app that we use, which is the My Wellness app. You've got a little bit of experience with this My Wellness app, so tell us a little bit about the app.
Yeah, it's a great tool, and it is a tool. It's not going to do your training for you, but as far as recording and look at the metrics around your training, it's great. I'll just give you a few examples. We use a Tanita scale within the gym, so that's basically your body composition. So it would tell me what your body's made up of. So when we're going back to goal setting, I can look at that and think, I could see if you weren't hydrated enough, I could look at your percentage body fat, your lean mass, bone density. So as far as the app, if I did that test with you, it would send it to the app, so nobody else sees it in the gym, and it would appear on your phone within the app, so we could talk about those results and you could see those results on your phone completely in private. Wow. So again, when I'm setting a goal for you then, it is specifically around what's going on in your body and what we need, the adjustments we need to make in an easily digestible sort of way. And the thing about goal setting, as you know, is making the goals tangible, and obviously they've got to be realistic. So that's a great tool to help us. Also, there's a hybrid approach to training as well now that's a little bit more rather than facility based all the time. So the app will talk to your other apps like Strava, things like that, your other activity tracking, so that will all go into the My Wellness app. So it all sits together, what you're doing in the gym, your gym programs that we put on there, and all your outdoor activities as well that you're tracking. So as far as somebody, whatever level of activity they're at, whether they're a high level trainer or somebody who's new to it, it just sits really well for both those groups.
Yeah, it's a fantastic tool to use. We spoke about earlier on in the show, we spoke about the barriers that kind of hold people back from coming into the centre, especially around COVID. For those who are using or haven't used the facility, we had some great measures all throughout COVID. Tell us a little bit about some of the measures that we got in place as of today. I know they're coming to an end and some of the measures are going to be lifted by the government. But tell us, how we can make people feel safe when they visit our facilities.
Well, firstly, in Active Leeds, obviously through the COVID period while we were open, we had a great response from our customers, a really positive response, and they really appreciated measures that we put in, and they felt safe, confident, comfortable training with us. Obviously, as you said, from messaging from government now is obviously we're progressing those measures back. The formal restrictions have been removed. But what I would say to customers, certainly as far as their confidence, and a few really points that they need to sort of think about is what we'd expect from customers in normal times, if you like. So it would respect each other's space as much as possible. Just follow basic personal hygiene, hand washing, things like that. The sort of things at the start of the pandemic, that before the real formal restrictions came in, so personal hygiene, hand washing, as I said, spray and wipe equipment, the spray stations will still be there, the blue roll will still be there, so customers can do that. Obviously, as far as mask wearing, face cover wearing, that's personal choice. Even with staff, it's still personal choice. So again, if you're more comfortable doing that, nobody's going to judge you on that or anything like that. If you're happier doing that, then please do. And the last thing I'd probably say is if you do feel ill or feel under the weather, just think twice probably before you come to the facility. Have a view on other people's health and your own health, because if you are ill anyway, it's recommending somebody to exercise is probably not the best advice.
Yeah, brilliant. And with those barriers, that we talked about earlier on, you've pretty much explained each barrier that could be out there. And if you're thinking about joining the gym, now's the perfect time. A lot of people made some commitments over the new year, and we do tend to find that those commitments will start to drop off, and people start to forget about those commitments. But we are here to keep you on that path, to keep you driven when you visit our facilities. So lastly, Simon, we've got a pretty big campaign coming up next month called the Move More campaign. Can you explain a little bit more in more detail about that, what Move More means to Active Leeds?
What it says on the tin.
Yes.
So basically, what we're looking at, I'm just going to pull in a little bit what we talked about as far as COVID's concerned and the drop-off we sometimes get coming into this time of year. Obviously, we discussed COVID. One of the things we didn't mention is how so many people really took stock of their health and fitness during the COVID period, and almost future-proofing yourself against being ill, if you like, because if you're in a better position fitness-wise, you're going to be able to cope with any illness. You're in a better position, including COVID. So we know we've got a raft of customers that feel like that now about health and fitness, and we've come into a new year period, which always sees an uptick in as far as usage and new members, which is great. Obviously, that's what we're here for. So we've sort of like got the double push, if you like.
Yeah.
And as we've seen in our facilities, great, they're all absolutely bouncing with new customers and current customers and people returning from COVID. It's totally positive and we absolutely love it. What we don't want to do is have them dropping off and going back into a detrained state. So Move More in March, obviously, it's no coincidence it's in March. And as I said, it does exactly what it says on the tin. It is about moving more. Now, what we're going to be producing or promoting for people is it's not all about formally exercising in the gym. As much as we want people to come to facilities, and it's a big part of your routine, is doing your strength and your health related fitness and things like that you can do, and obviously doing your swimming, doing your group exercises and all the other activities we can do in Active Leeds. But it's also doing those other things that people have enjoyed through the COVID period as well. Your outdoor activities, the weather's picking up slightly more. Now, to encourage people a little bit more in March, we've got some like Les Mills launches as far as classes go. If you're not used to Group X, it'd be a great chance to give it a try. So we're looking at promoting that, and Les Mills programs are a big part of obviously what we do in our facilities. There'll be bring a friend for free, things like that. So if you've got a partner, you've got a friend who wants to give it a try with you, that's an opportunity for them to do it. We'll have a promo as well. If you come 12 visits in 6 weeks, there'll be a chance to win a 3 months membership as well. So we know adherence is a big part of getting people to their fitness goals, so it's anything really we can do to encourage that. And what I mean by adherence is, when we talked about building confidence, again with new users, is just getting people into facilities and getting it to become habitual, if you like, and setting people up for success. We're also going to be running a load of gym challenges as well. There'll be some general fitness challenges that'll be going out on social media, and some of those will be ones you can do at home and you can come and do yourself in the gym, but we'll also be running some in the gym as well. Now everybody thinks our gym challenges, they're for all gym bunnies and for all super elite fit people. Yeah, there will be some that have very high goals, but there will also be segmented down as to areas where everybody can have a go at it and everybody can get a personal record out. You know, it's not about being the best, it's about being your best.
Exactly.
So that's what we're really looking to do. So it's about keeping your eyes open for those and keep coming in March, because we're moving more.
Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, you've pretty much summed up the campaign very well, Simon. So, like I say, you know, now's the perfect time to come out to our centres, experience what we have to offer. We're out at the Garforth Leisure Centre today, and it's just gone through a major refurbishment with all new state-of-the-art equipment. So why don't you just come down? We offer tours as well throughout all our facilities for you to just come and have a little bit of a taste of what we have to offer. So yeah, thank you very much, Simon, for joining us today, and we're going to end off the show today. So thank you once again.
Thanks very much for having me.
Excellent.